First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, for allowing me to do another video through His Spirit, the water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, for giving us the truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the whole elect. And I just want to do this lesson. I'm going to entitle it Through the Spirit, Back to the Basics, Fringes, because we are to know what these fringes are that we wear on the bottom of our garments. And a lot of Jake don't know what they're wearing. Like, a lot of these Jakes, these upstarts, Jake that, that just come to the camp. Or even these Jakes who just, who just wear the t-shirt fringes and just walk around with them on, still smoking weed, things of that nature. A lot of Jake really don't know and understand what these fringes that we wear at the bottom of our garments represents. And Lord willing, I want to start doing these lessons called Back to the Basics, because you have a lot of Jake waking up in these last days, and these basics, the sincere milk needs to be harped on, because these basics is the foundation. You start off as a white belt, man. What do you learn? The basics. Learn the arm bars. You learn the triangle. You learn how to get out of side mount. Learn how to get out of mount. You learn how to put somebody in mount. These principles, man, of the foundation of this truth. How are we the Israelites? How do you prove we're the Israelites? As becoming up and coming teachers, we need to know these things. We need to know how to break down the Israelites. A lot of what fits, what prophecies fit, the northern kingdom, things of that nature. And it's just a lesson I wanted to do, and Lord willing, I can do more in the future, just harping on the basics, going back to the basics, because a lot of these Christians, you can drown somebody in these basics. But just typed it on fringes on Google. It says, why do the Israelites wear fringes and a border of blue? This is the AI. It says ancient Israelites wore fringes called tez-atit, which we're going to get in the Hebrew. We're going to get the word in the Hebrew from the blue letter. But for now, that's tez-atit, tez-atit, which that's in that, their modern day Syrian Hebrew, modern Hebrew as they call it. It says a border of blue on their garment as a visual reminder to the obedience to obey God's commandments, with the blue color symbolizing the heavenly realm, and the serving as a constant visual clue to remain faithful to their covenant with God, to practice the detailed. This practice is detailed in the Bible, especially in Numbers 15, 37 through 41, which that's where we get the law for the fringes, because we didn't wear fringes up into that point. The law is reactionary. Something happens and the law was made. And a lot of the laws, like the laws majority of the laws are based off of what happened in Egypt. What went down in Egypt, because the laws were originally oral, then they became written. Like that's why we have the first five books of Moses, because the laws became written. What were they written? A table of stones. So we're gonna grab that scripture in Numbers. Let's see what this says. As a wielding symbolization of the covenantal agreement between spouses. So the blue fringes were in the corner of the one garments and are our symbol of one's spiritual commitment and devotion to Elohim of Israel through obedience to the instruction in righteousness as found in the Torah portion of the scriptures. So let's grab that. Let's go to Numbers 15. And we're going to deal with the situation that happened, which ultimately led to us wearing fringes, us having fringes on our garments. Because there was an incident that happened that led up to us having fringes. The reason we have fringes, the reason we wear fringes. It's a reminder of the law, but why? What happened? What went down for fringes to be told to put on the border of our garments from that day forth? Okay, that's just going into the Sabbath. But this is Numbers 15 and 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. Why? Because the Sabbath is a day of rest. It's supposed to be a day that you are just chilling. So let's get this. This is Exodus 31 and verse 12. And when I say chilling, you're supposed to be serving the Lord, being in the scriptures, going up to the temple, praying unto Yahweh Shemel Shai, doing the things of that nature. There's Exodus 31 and verse 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily, verily, my Sabbath ye shall keep it, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shemel Shai, that doeth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall be put to death. For whose and how do you defile the Sabbath? You work. You're doing things which are outside of the Sabbath's realm, which you're not like what is it? In New Testament talks about a Sabbath day's journey, which is like a short journey. Even on the Sabbath, you weren't even supposed to travel a certain amount. For whoso does any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, the Shabbat. Holy to the Lord. Whosoever does any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generation, for perpetual covenant. It is as a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in the 6th day the Lord made the heavens and earth, and on the 6th day he rested and was refreshed. So yeah, that was the law dealing with the Sabbath. And they found the man gathering sticks, because what was he most likely grabbing sticks for? Set a fire to do. He was doing something. It was going to lead to something. And this is also, and just to add, this is why Yahushua had to come, because we cannot stick to the standard, especially in these days. We can't stick to these Sabbath standards. So for someone to say that they're perfect in the law, you're out of your fucking mind. Straight up, you're a crazy person. You need to be instituted. But back to it. Back in Numbers 15 in verse 33, actually 34, and they put him in ward. So they put him up. They locked him up so they can see what will happen, because it was not declared what should be done to him. So they're like, all right, let's wait and see what Moses, because they seen him. The law said put him to death, but this is all fresh to Jake. Even though we had somewhat of a law orally, but this the laws that were put on stone and being told unto Israel, it was fresh. They said, hold up, man, before we do anything, let's go to the judges, make sure we on point. And this is what the judgment was. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make a fringe in the border of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all my commandments, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and ye shall, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, and after which ye use to go a whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your power. So this is the reason we wear fringes, so that we can remember the law. It is on the border of our garment, so we can look down if we're picking up sticks on the Sabbath, or you can look down if you're doing anything. You look down at your garment. Oh, the law. Shit, I'm bugging. Fuck, what am I doing? I'm tripping. I'm going off. It was supposed to be a constant reminder for us to remember the law, statutes, commandments, and the covenant that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, made with the children of Israel. This is why we have fringes on the border of our garments, so we can remember the law, so we can remember the covenant. Not just for a fashion statement, man. It has a purpose. Let's get this H6734. Taza Ya. What is this? Taz Slack it. Tazia. This is a Tazia, actually be Tazaya. It says fringe, tassel, lock. See what, let's go down. See what it says. Something like a flower or feather. The further lock of the hair, the root. Okay. 2 says the border, the fringes, which the Israelites wore on the corner of their garments, which we wore at the bottom of our garment. That's why let's get and it wasn't just at the corner. It was all around about. Our garments were down to the foot, man. We had that border of blue around the whole thing. Let me find it real quick. Garment down to the foot. Bear with me. Revelations 1 and verse 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the pass with a golden girdle. So our garments went down all the way to the foot. and we would have fringes round about it with a border of blue round about it. That's how we rocked it. And this was all to represent the law, statutes, commandments that Yahweh Shema Shai gave us. We were supposed to keep them and do them. The fringes weren't just set for a fashion statement. It was to distinguish us from these other nations by what? Our laws. So we can because that's what really makes us great. Our laws, man. Yeah, we have the physical attributes. Yeah, we're mighty men. Yeah, we're the chosen. But what makes us really great? It's the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. Without keeping these laws, our might is nothing, because of that. Another nation can just come and take us over. So this is Deuteronomy 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is actually I'll start at 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who have Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Lord Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgment so righteous as this law which is set before you this day? Only take heed to yourselves and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thine heart all the days of thy life. But teach thy sons and thy sons' sons. And that's what we're doing now. We're teaching our sons and our sons' sons, which are you brothers. Which are you brothers. This is why we have teachers, so to teach. Which are you brothers and you sisters out there, man. And Jake, don't you fucking get simple and say, I ain't nobody's. Shut up, man. I ain't nobody's son. It's not saying it like that. Jake is fucking emotional, man. And straight up. There are men set over you and above you to teach you the right way, man. That's it. We're here on this earth to teach the righteous way of Yahweh Shema Shai to his people. It's that simple, man. And it's for Jake to fall in line. This is Baruch 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endures forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that ye may be illuminated. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. And the fringes are profitable unto us. And no, you don't have to have your fringes on every fucking apparel in Babylon today. But this is just to show why we wear them at camp, why brothers have them, to know why we wear them, to have understanding of what we're wearing them for, and not to just be standing there with fringes on it in a garment and not understanding it. We are supposed to be men of understanding on this planet Earth. And that's a fact. And on the Sabbath tip, we know, which I'll grab, because Yahushua brought a better way for the Sabbath that we can keep. Let's get it, because we have to have mercy. We have to have mercy, because we couldn't fit that standard of that. but it's just to show where the law of the fringes come from, why we wear them, what the to keep the Sabbath holy, to remember the laws, things of that nature. This is Matthew 12 and verse 10. And behold, there was a man which had on his head. Oh, and behold, there was a man which had his hand withered. We can. You know what that is, you brother. Withered. We can. And they asked him, saying, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath day, that thou might accuse him? And he said unto them, what man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep, and if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath day, will he not lay hold of it and lift it out? Ooh, hey, how should I get with them cuts, man? Man, how much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore is it lawful to do well on the Sabbath day? So it's well to do. There's nothing wrong with doing good on the Sabbath day. There's nothing wrong with cleaning your house on the Sabbath if that's the only day you got free. There's certain we have, we're not. We don't fit that standard going to numbers. We fit the standard of what Yahushua brought. And, we try to keep the Sabbath as best as possible, but we're in hell. Most brothers have to work on the Sabbath unless it lands on a weekend. And you just chill out, man. You don't do much. Get into the scriptures, read, study, maybe fast. But the Sabbath at the end of the day is made for man. It's not the opposite. It's not the other way around. This is Saint John 7 and verse 23. If a man on the Sabbath day receive circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken, as are ye angry at that man, because I made a man, because I have made a man. No, that's what I'm looking for. Mark 2 and 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath day was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. It was made for us to rest. It was made for us to, have that time and that day to rest and to, heal our body and to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But if you can't hold to that standard in these times, we can't. It's impossible, man. It's impossible, man. You may have to take the trash out on the Sabbath. You may have to man, shit, even getting real within Jacob's trouble, you may be freezing cold. You may have to light a fire. You look up, you see the full moon, you're like, damn, it's a Sabbath. But you about to freeze to death. You gotta make a decision. Are you going off? Technically, yes. But would you rather freeze to death or stand to the standard which Yahushua left? Which Yahushua left that standard. Look, don't freeze to death. Make a fire. This is like going to the story of Maccabees. What did the heathens start doing? They started attacking Jake on the Sabbath. And what did Jake do? They said, look, man, we got to fight. Judas Maccabee said, these are Levites. They said, we got to fight. We can't just let these dudes keep killing us. What are you doing? The Sabbath was made for us to have it and take it and to rest and seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But in these times, we can't uphold to that standard. But that's just an adding on just to speak on the Sabbath. But that was really the point, man. Back to the basics. And the basics is deep, man. You get into other things by going into the basics. But this is just one of the first lesson, Lord willing, first lesson of many. I want to start doing this more, getting back to, the basics, the first tenets you learn this truth. Like the 12 tribes, hell's fake, on the name of the Lord. Which all those lessons can get, go very in depth, but there's things that we should know. Those building blocks, laying that foundation, when that can destroy a Christian, man. The God not loving everybody. These are the basic tenets of this truth. So, Lord will, I hope this lesson was edifying. All praise be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem